Welcome to Face the State. I'm Arianna Bennett. Thank you for joining us. This summer, there's a shakeup at the helm of Washoe County as one county manager retires and the search begins for a new one. So, outgoing Washoe County Manager Eric Brown is here with me to talk all about that. Eric, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, it's great to have you. It feels like a full circle moment since you came on the show back in 2019 when you first started in the job, and now here you are. How does it feel to be putting down the mantle?
You know, it's bittersweet. It's been a great 5.5 years here at Washoe County. It's been a somewhat tumultuous 5 years with the pandemic and civil unrest and some of the other things that occurred, but I've thoroughly enjoyed my time here working with the folks at Washoe County. The 3,100 employees as a whole are just fantastic. They care about their jobs. What they do matters, and they understand that. And my ability to engage with them and their willingness to allow me to do so was very gratifying. But as with any job, there comes a time when you know maybe it's time to move on to something next. And I think, I know, in this case, that's where we are with Washoe County.
So what were the factors then that made that time now?
Yeah, well, I think that first of all, this group of commissioners, a lot of people forget the fact that 4 of the 5 were not here when I was appointed. Jeannie Herman was the only commissioner of the current commissioners that was there when I was appointed. And, a lot of people might be surprised to know she cast a deciding vote, by the way, when I was appointed. So when that happens, when you look at other jurisdictions, cities or counties around the country, very often as the city council or the commission turns over, you find that the new folks want to select their own city manager or county manager. The average tenure of a county manager is about 3.5, 4 years, and I'm sitting at 5.5. So I don't have anything to be upset about, but in this case, the commission let me know after I had my review last November that they were not thinking they were going to extend my contract. So, and that they wanted to get started mid-year, right about now, looking for another county manager. So that's kind of what led to where we are today.
So what were the issues that you were not on the same page on?
I think for some of the commissioners, they're more hands-on, let's say, and they have a right to be so, by the way, than the prior commission. I think some of them, I had challenges getting them to engage with me and to meet with me. And that is one of the linchpin relationship must-haves between a county commission and a county manager. You have to be constantly meeting one-on-one so that the commissioner knows what they need to know from staff and vice versa. That simply wasn't happening with 3 of these commissioners, frankly, that just didn't seem to be interested in doing that. So when I saw that wasn't going to improve, there didn't seem to be an interest in doing that, that really figured into my decision about, well, maybe it's time that they bring in somebody that they do feel comfortable working with, meeting with, et cetera, for the good of everybody in the county.
This was kind of corroborated by a report that we recently saw from consultants hired at the county level to look at the workplace environment, and they found communications breakdowns and some issues working together between county manager's office, the commission, and staff. Do you think that will be resolved with a change in the county manager position, or do you anticipate those issues to still persist?
Well, Arianna, I hope so, because as I said before, in order for the county to operate properly, you need a good relationship between the county manager, the office of the county manager, and the commissioners. And that means There needs to be regular one-on-one meetings between the county manager and the commissioners, and regular meetings just for policy updates and other things with folks in the office of the county manager. Hopefully, as the commission moves forward with selecting whoever they're going to bring in, I'm hopeful that the dynamics will change and that we get a reset, as you saw in the report, was the term that they used for county leadership.
Yeah. Now, there's an ongoing lawsuit from the former Registrar of Voters, Arianna Burgess. She described it as a toxic work environment working at the county. Would you describe it that way?
I think certainly in the Registrar of Voters office if you look at the last couple of elections, it's a really tough environment just from the standpoint of the rhetoric or input that was coming from the public and from some of the commissioners towards that office and what we were doing or what we were not doing. That was one of the toughest departmental environments in all of Washoe County. I think if you look at some of the commission meetings, frankly, over the last couple of years, you would see there's been a fair amount of tension between the commissioners. The Raftelis report, the consultants report, also spelled out that that created challenges in terms of the commission giving a consensus direction to the county manager and staff so that we had a clear sense for, are we going right, are we going left? If one commissioner wants to go left, one wants to go right, and we don't know where the other two, how do we? So those have been some of the challenges that I think the report correctly points out. Again, I'm hopeful. I think it can be solved if they select someone that, as a board of county commissioners across the board, they can support.
Okay, so then on to your next steps. What are you going to be doing? Are you retiring, or are you gonna, unretire like we so often see people do?
I am retiring from the county, but I am not retiring from any further work. So I haven't quite figured out what I'm gonna do yet. If you look back across my career, and I've been working, Arianna, in leadership positions for over 40 years, boy, this is not unusual that after a certain period of time, I get an opportunity to go do something else that's meaningful. I'm hopeful that I can stay here in Northern Nevada because my wife and I really love it here. We have great neighbors up in Wingfield. I play golf. It's a great situation. So we would love to stay from a lifestyle standpoint. But if something comes up that makes sense for me to do and it requires a move, we'll consider that also. Yeah.
I mean, you mentioned, obviously you took over in 2019. What a time to take a new job as a county official. Pandemic hits, everything shuts down, unprecedented madness everywhere.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's going to be a standout piece of your tenure here. Were there any others that really stick out to you as defining moments?
Yeah, I think there were multiple situations where we needed the City of Reno, City of Sparks, and Washoe County to come together to make something happen. So the CARES campus is a good example of that. We were actually able to pool our resources, money, staff, other things, law enforcement, to address a very serious situation that was occurring out of the pandemic with the growth of the homeless population and our inability to house them properly and safely, et cetera. I'd point out the regional dispatch program that's going on right now, computer-aided dispatch. So we're coming from an environment where Reno, Sparks, and the county are on different technologies that don't talk to each other. So if the Sparks ambulance is near the unincorporated Washoe County line and actually closer to your incident, we don't have the capability right now to necessarily route it to you, which would reduce the response times. It's those kinds of things where we had to sit in a room maybe multiple times and get to yes, and understand that sometimes you got to back up a little bit in your own jurisdiction for the good of the whole region. And I think those are the things that I'll remember and be most proud of.
So that said, for the next person who takes this job, what is your advice?
Well, when I started, one of the first things I told the commission is, you're not going to see me in the office for the first 100 days. This is geographically, as you know, this county is huge. There's a lot of different elements. We have 24 departments that do all kinds of things that many people don't understand. So my advice would be get out, visit the departments, see what they do, visit with the department heads, so that when it comes time to start making decisions about where we're going to prioritize our resources or not, you understand what the various departments do and how the priorities should be pursued going forward. That's number one. Number two is they got to also make sure that they get to a situation where they're engaging with the commissioners on a regular basis, because I had that when I got here. As I said, as the elections and the turnover of the commission occurred, somewhere along the way, I lost that. And having seen both situations, you can't be successful if you don't have a commission that you're communicating with directly on a regular basis.
All right. Good advice. That's a good opportunity for us to take a quick break, but sit tight, because coming up on Face the State, I will be back with Washoe County Manager Eric Brown to talk about some of the key issues facing the county right now, including figuring out how to balance the budget. Stay with us.